Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So, we finally got through Star Wars Celebrations. I'm a little late, but today I'm going to go over everything that was important that was revealed and shown at Star Wars Celebrations. So, let's start off with one of the most hyped things that was shown at Star Wars Celebrations, and that is the new Ryan Gosling, Sean Levy movie Star Wars Starfighters. Now, this movie's going to take place after Episode 9. Not much information was shown about this movie. The only thing that was shown was the release date, which is Labor Day of 2027, and that Ryan Gosling will be the lead role in this movie, and it will be directed by Sean Levy. So, very exciting. I'm very excited for that. And uh, they also showed the trailer to the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, and they also released the launch date, which is, I think it's around the same time as Star Wars Starfighters, but next year, not 2027, so it'll be released in 2026. So, very, very excited for that. And I've got a couple of screenshots. It looks like Zeb is going to be in the movie, which very excited. And uh, they got Jeremy Allen, whatever, the main character from The Bear, and he's also from Shameless. Um, Voice acting as Rada the Hutt. So if you don't know who Rada the Hutt is, he was in the very very early Clone Wars. I think he was like in a very early movie or like one of the first ever arcs in the Clone Wars. Um, he was shown, and in the comics he is absolutely ripped. Like he's like the only Hutt that is just jacked, and in this screenshot he has got massive arms. Like the Hutts are known for being fat slobs, but this dude has been in the freaking gym getting his work in, dude. Like, I think it looks awesome. I cannot wait to see um, what Rada the Hutt is gonna do in this movie. Um, then we got a brand new animated series, Maul Shadowlord, which was announced with Sam Witwer. Oh my goodness, dude, it looks freaking amazing. It'll take place after the Clone Wars, obviously. It looks like it'll be part of the series is gonna be about like it's gonna go over some of the stuff that George Lucas planned out for episode 7, 8, and 9, where Darth Maul turned into this crazy um, crime boss, and he is basically the head of Crimson Dawn. Which, if you don't know, at the end of Solo Star Wars story, he was at the end credits. He's basically the head of Crimson Dawn now, and so it'll uh, this series will probably go over his role in Crimson Dawn uh, and the crime world. And there was also a Twi'lek in there, and I'm not speculating, but 90% sure that is going to be Darth Talon, which that means Darth Talon will be canon. Uh, if you don't know who Darth Talon is a Sith Lord in Legends. Um, Very noticeable character if you don't know who she is already. So yeah, very interesting. So that was on day one. Day two, they showed a lot more of Andor. We all know about Andor, and it's coming out on Wednesday. I'll probably do a review on that. Um, so I'm not really going to get into Andor that much. Um, but they did show the announcement trailer for Star Wars Zero Company. So, um, they showed a little bit of gameplay, um, as well as kind of a little bit of the narrative that'll happen um, in the game. So I have some notes on what the characters are. So Hawks is the main guy, the basically the leader of the Zero Company. He's a former Grand Republic Army captain, um, and he will be fully customizable for the player to create. So he can be like uh, I don't know how many. species they're gonna have to customize, but it sounds like you'll be able to customize them a lot. And then Telrea Vacus, which I got it right. It was she's the Tognath Jedi Padawan. So the Jedi is a Tognath, um, who lost her master, and she joined Zero Company determined to honor his legacy. So that'll be very interesting. And I was also right about the Umbaran. The Umbaran's name is Luco Bronk, who fought against the Republic, and he loathes them for occupying his planet. I don't know how that's gonna work. I bet he's gonna betray Zero Company because Zero Company is fighting for the Republic. I mean, they're fighting against the Separatists, so we'll see about that. And then Clive Kullervo, which is the Mandalorian. Um, she is one of the last surviving members of Clan Verminoth, and she joins Zero Company on her quest for revenge. So very interesting. I really like the way she looks. And then CT3301, aka Trick, the probably the most anticipated character in this lineup. My favorite looking character in this lineup so far. Um, he's a clone who loves games of chance. He served with Hawks in the Republic military and now serves him in Zero Company. So that was some of the information on the characters. There were also some pictures on the map, and it looks like if you've ever played Helldivers, it looks like kind of the map you see on the ship before you drop in those drop pods. Um, I don't know if it'll be like it's gonna be like XCOM, but not XCOM. It'll be a different XCOM. You know, I've never played XCOM, but I know both of these games are basically the same style of game, turn-based strategy. So yeah, uh, that's that about Star Wars Zero Company. And then we also got confirmation for Ahsoka Season 2, and we also got a couple of screenshots of Season 2, as well as some, they had a trailer with concept art. Um, they, they showed pictures of the new actor for Baylan Skoll, which is Rory McCann, and he looks very good. I don't think anybody could top Ray Stevenson because Stevenson did an amazing job. Rest in peace. But I feel like Rory McCann will do an excellent job. He looks very good in this concept art. And then let's see. Oh yeah, Dave Filoni also confirmed that we are getting Admiral Akbar versus Admiral Thrawn, which, oh my goodness, is gonna be. Oh my god, I cannot wait for that, dude. Like, I cannot wait to see. We don't get much fleet battles, like extended fleet battles in Star Wars. Like, the only extended fleet battles we've seen was in Star Wars Rebels, and that was with Admiral Thrawn, and that was some of the best fleet battles we have ever seen. So, having a live action Thrawn versus Admiral Akbar is gonna be just. I'm so excited for that. Like, I just think that's the coolest thing. We also got confirmation that Hayden Christensen will return in season 2 as Anakin Skywalker, most likely as a Force Ghost or a flashback. Um, so very, very cool. And then one of the last things that we got was season 3 of Star Wars Visions, which I I am a fan. Like, I need to watch season. I watched season 1. Big fan of it. I didn't really watch season 2 because they kind of strayed away to the anime style of animation, which I want them to just keep it anime style, and so that is what they're gonna do um, for this third season, and there's gonna be a full season with all of the different studios, but there's gonna be a side series called The Ninth Jedi, which will have multiple episodes along with the other episodes by the other animation studios, which will be very interesting. I am so excited for that. If you know me, I am a huge anime enjoyer. I just went to an anime convention last weekend, um, so very excited for this. So that pretty much wraps up the important stuff of Star Wars Celebrations. Now, what I think about it is that they did a very good job with announcing the television and movie side of things, like showing Maul Shadowlord and talking about Ahsoka and Andor and Visions and announcing Star Wars Starfighter, which, oh my gosh, that's amazing, and Mandalorian and Grogu trailer as well as a release date. Blew it out of the water. Amazing. Great job. I just I just wanted to see a little bit more on the video game side. Like, yes, they showed the announcement trailer for Star Wars Zero Company, but at least give us confirmation on some other Star Wars video games, like Star Wars Eclipse, maybe, or um, like they did with Star Wars Starfighter. Like, give us an announcement for a brand new video game that we haven't we weren't anticipating. Like, we weren't anticipating Star Wars Starfighter. Let's get real. I mean, we knew that Star Wars Squadrons was gonna be um, coming out later, which is totally different than Star Wars Starfighters. I'm pretty sure, but like, I want to be surprised with a brand new video game that we haven't heard about yet, or that like there weren't any leaks yet. But that's just a very small nitpick for me. I'm not saying that Star Wars Celebrations was terrible by all means. It was amazing. I couldn't stop watching. I wish I could. I wish I could have streamed it, but I was out of town. Um, but um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, I'd say Star Wars Celebrations was very, very entertaining and very successful this year. The next Star Wars Celebrations will be in Los Angeles, April 1st through 4th of 2027. So hopefully we get more video game announcements during that time, or hopefully we get an announcement before it and then they'll show trailers during that celebrations. That is my hope. Um, So yeah, stay tuned for some future videos on the channel. I got a couple of very good I've got a couple of very good videos, um, video ideas that I have planned. So stay tuned. Um, I will also most likely be doing a Star Wars Battlefront 2 May the 4th live stream on the channel during Star Wars Unleashed, Heroes Unleashed. So stay tuned for that as well. With that being said, I think that is all for Star Wars Celebrations and this recap. I will see y'all later. Have a good day.